Hey, Mike with Nerd Problems Gaming here. In today's video, we'll be covering 3 of the best GameCube games everyone should play, so let's get into it. The first game on the list is Super Smash Bros. Melee. Well, you'll play as a bunch of different classic Nintendo characters as they battle it out to be the last person standing. But this fighting game is pretty unique in the sense that characters don't have life bars, instead they have percentage gauges. And on top of that, each character has their own unique move set, but you'll also find a ton of different items that you can use to assist you in battle. And so how it works is your goal is to knock players off of the stage. One of the greatest things about this game is the fact that it mashes up a lot of your favorite characters from video games past. And so not only are you playing as all these different characters from all these game universes, you get to play in stages based on their games, and they have the best songs from the games as well. There's a ton of unlockables, hidden trophies, characters you can unlock, and much more. I definitely spent a ton of hours playing this game growing up, and it's one of my favorite games on the GameCube. The next game on the list is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Now, this isn't a traditional 2D side-scrolling beat 'em up. They took that 2D formula and turned it into a 3D beat 'em up, and I think they did a great job of it. Now, the overall story of the game follows the first season of the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles show that came out around the same time when this game came out. And so in typical Turtles fashion, you're going to face off against hordes of enemies, the Foot Clan, different mutants that Shredder and his henchmen created. At the end of stages, you'll also face off against bosses. Another cool feature with this game is the fact that you can play as each individual turtle, but unlike some of the earlier versions of turtle beat 'em ups, each turtle has their own unique play style. And so it's a lot of fun to try and beat this game with each individual turtle. The game also features 2-player co-op mode and really brought me back to those original days playing the early Turtles beat 'em up games. But overall, I had a ton of fun with this game, and if you like beat 'em ups, this is a great one to check out, and it's one of my favorite games on the GameCube. So the next game on the list is Phantasy Star Online Episode 1 and 2. And so this is an MMORPG, but unlike typical MMORPGs, you can actually play a lot of this game offline. On top of that, it has a split screen feature where you can play up to 4 players offline, all on the same system. Now, the overall story of this game is Pioneer 2, which is a colonization ship, lands on the planet Rhaegal and tries to settle the planet. But for some mysterious reason, there's a huge explosion and all of the colonists disappear. And so a band of hunters are hired to investigate and find out what happened to the colonists on Rhaegal. And so you'll craft your character from scratch of the various different hunter types. And then there's also different races within those classes as well. So you can really customize whatever character you want to dive into this MMO world. It's one of my favorite action RPGs on the system, one of my favorite games of all time, and it's definitely one of the best games on the GameCube, and I highly recommend it.